Going down the Highway 35 on August 19th, 2017, I noticed that the Dairyland Power Cooperative had started tearing down one of their boilers. And this boiler's been shut down for a little while. And I just happened to drive by and they're tearing it down. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's do a little flying over there and take a look at what's inside. So basically, I'm at 200 feet, so I'm staying above all the wires, and I'm going to proceed very slowly. Now, the entrance I went in was really not marked too much that I saw, but when I left, it said that it was a private drive. So if I would have known that, I would have never have pulled into this driveway. So I apologize if it's a private drive, and I will not be driving down there anymore. But if it was marked, I didn't see it. So like I say, we're just going to cautiously head in the direction of the boiler. And the stack is kind of in between the sun and the building, so I don't know, as far as shadows go, how much I'm going to be able to see. But being a boiler operator myself, it's kind of interesting to see what's inside this building. So now I'm trying to figure out the best angle here. And we'll move slowly. They have what looked like kind of a water cannon that kind of was spraying water up. So when they were doing the demolition there, it was kind of trying to keep the dust down a little bit. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking straight down. I've got my camera pointed straight down, and that's going to reference exactly where I am. What I want to do is I want to stay off their property, or what I thought their property was. So I'm kind of getting a reference by looking straight down exactly where I am. And what I want to try to do is center myself in the road. And now we'll point the camera back up. And now we're going to come down a little bit to about 150 feet. Now I know I'm above the road, and I know there's no wires running around there, so got to keep an eye on them, make sure they didn't move those wires when I wasn't looking. And that's looking back at the plant that is operational. This used to be a coal-fired plant. And I'm just double verifying here that I'm still in the spot that I want to be in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go up and take a look at the stack. Now normally I'm limited to 400 feet in height. That's the maximum they want you to fly. But if you're flying next to something that's higher than 400 feet, you can actually exceed your 400 feet limit, your 400 foot limit. And so we're going to follow this stack up. And they still got the strobes going on the stack. And we're going to go up some more. And we're kind of looking down inside the stack here. And right now I'm at about 780 feet. Once again, I didn't want to go in their land, otherwise I could look down the stack, but I did not do that. Would have been kind of fun, but and you can see the strobes flashing. Looks like the river's a little bit muddy, but look at the view there. You can see for miles. It's kind of hazy today. Otherwise, we could really see for a distance. And we're coming back down. So this is all done staying in one spot. My Phantom 4 has a GPS lock, so it will lock itself in that position. Yeah, and I bet you many people have made some pretty good money working in that plant there. Probably brought a lot of money home to their families and into the economy around the area. A lot of people don't like coal. I think that we need to have alternatives. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket, so we don't want to rely on natural gas. We don't want to rely on solar and wind generation and all that. I think it's healthy to have a variety of sources for power. And so now I'm going to head back. And you can see their coal pile there. They can get coal in by train or by barge. And I'm not really sure why they shut the one plant down. Maybe it was just old. Maybe they would have to stick too much money in it for emissions. I guess I don't really know. Well, it looks like a pretty big boat going down the river. There's some people that gotta have some money sailing down the Mississippi. Some of the stuff I've seen go through there, go through the locks, is very nice. Okay, so we're gonna land this thing. And now what I did is I just moved down the road, and I am hovering at 15 feet. So I'm still on the road, but I'm not very high in the air. And we can kind of see him tearing it up a little bit there. My guess is all the steel is going to be recycled. I think that's a pretty common practice nowadays when you tear something down. And what I'm going to try to do here is I'm just going to walk this thing down the road. I'm going to fly it right in front of me. So it's going to be right in front of my head. And we're going to take a look at the side of the building. I suppose a boiler like this has a lifespan too. After a while, it doesn't pay to keep fixing it. Tubes probably start to get thin. And now I'm just walking along with it. Almost looks like the left hand side there of the building. You can see part of the boiler through the hole in the bricks there. Right there, I see it, private drive. But I didn't think I saw it on the other entrance. But I could be wrong. And now we're going to walk it back. And looks like we got at least 3 guys working on a Saturday. And now we're going to go up to 30 feet. And so there we kind of have the demolition of one of the 2 power plants. Kind of sad to see. Who knows, maybe they'll replace it with a bigger and better one. But by the next time I drive by, I suppose this thing will be gone. So I better land this thing and probably think about starting to head home.